Yeah. Um, so I knew it was going to be a warm night when I seen Steve Kerr start off with a split action, and um, and then all of a sudden Draymond was in a isolation set, and then after that, the defense wasn't it tonight. Um, the defense
Okay,
wasn't it
can
at
I ask?
all.
Can I ask everybody this question real quick?
Hold on one second. So when I look at it, the defense was in the first half they gave up 40. Second quarter they gave up 29. The third they gave up 29. And there was kind of like a fake comeback in the fourth quarter, right? But my rule is always great defense in this NBA is keeping a team under 25 and a quarter, right? We gave up 40 in that first quarter. The first quarter is where we lost that game. Also, in that first quarter, I really noticed, and bro, I know the Hawks and the record and all of that stuff, right? But you see when we're going up against Trey Young scares me, right? Who's guarding Trey Young tonight? Does anyone know?
Pods.
Who else?
GP.
GP2.
But GP2 was played how many minutes tonight?
What did he play? 22 or something like that.
Okay, let me tell y'all something, bro. George Niang had 23 points tonight. He shot 6 of 9 from three. So let me say this. Whenever you see a guy like George Niang that shoots 6 of 9 from three, this is what happens. Top of the key, straight line drive, help, chain reaction. Guy gets a shot, open shot, makes the shot, right? Like some nights, guys just make shots, right? But it's not simply a guy just makes a shot. What happens is that the defense gets collapsed and and you have to help, and then that chain reaction starts, and then the dance starts. That is what Atlanta does, right? So when you have multiple guys that can guard the ball, it don't matter how well you rotate when you're giving up those straight line drives, and and then you have to help off of those straight line drives, right? Pods and Moody have been playing amazing this whole stretch, but this is just one of these games where you run into a certain matchup, and then you know, i.e. Trey Young. Remember, Trey Young fried us last year, right? Like when after Wiggs got hurt, and you know, then he just went nuclear. He went absolutely nuclear, and that's kind of what we saw in this game where they just couldn't get any stops, right? And the reason why you have George Niang and you got a Kongwu and all of that is because you have these guys and they're out there, and you have these breakdowns happen, right? So that's essentially what happened tonight is that breakdown into open shots, into paint points, and they just kind of got whatever they wanted. Another thing is that, Okongwu was kind of having his way on the block. I think they out rebounded us by what, 8 tonight? They had like 10 offensive rebounds. They had more shots than us. They essentially won the possession battle. 37 assists tonight versus 28 assists, right? So when you look at it and you look at the assist points for us, they had 88 assist points and we had 70. So not a terrible effort with 70 assist points, but they had 88. So that means that they fucking playmate us off of the floor tonight. Absolutely off the floor tonight. So that's kind of what I saw. And, there was this trend where we were getting fried POA, but we had like good backline stuff. Jimmy and Draymond was doing crazy stuff on the backline, right? But sometimes when you have guys that collapse your defense and you're hitting open shots after open shot, this type of thing is going to happen once in a while, especially when you have a guard like Trey Young. You know what I'm saying? So I'm mildly concerned with guarding the ball, but we'll see what's going to happen upcoming. I will say that Steph Curry wasn't out there, so we could not put the type of pressure on their defense that we typically would, right? Jimmy does one thing where he's amazing at it and he can make plays and all of that stuff, right? But I just feel like we when Steph is not playing, we have to fucking play our asses off on defense. Anytime Steph is not there and we're a worse defensive team, it's never a good sign. In the past, when Steph was out, even with KD and all those years, guys would just absolutely, you know, go all out on defense. That the right defensive effort just wasn't there tonight. That's pretty much what I saw.
And
I
Erk,
mean,
if you notice, like
wait,
this,
wait, 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 wait. I want to ask this question to everybody real quick. Did these guys have a game plan tonight?
I think they did. It wasn't a
They
good
did.
one.
They had a game plan. What was the game plan?
I think defensively the game plan was that Pods was going to do a decent job on Trey Young and keep him in front of him. So that would have prevented if the plan worked, it would have prevented the defensive breakdowns, which would have prevented the chain reactions, and we would have got less threes from random ass role players. But he pretty much just got beat all night, and that like it put a like it fucked all our plans up. We couldn't do nothing because we can't get a stop. We just playing rotating defense all day, and that's how a Kong will get off,
Wait,
and
wait,
that's
wait,
how
wait, wait.
George's knee
Did
ain't
you
get
just say,
off.
did you just tell me that Paz was supposed to card Trey Young? Like that was actually supposed to be the game plan?
It looked like it.
He did it in the Bucks game. He
No.
did it in
Okay.
the Bucks
Now,
game. He
who
guarded
actually
Dame.
is who in this room is actually confident? No
I'm not,
disrespect
but
to Pod.
Steve Kerr.
Who in the world? Who in this room is actually confident that Pod was going to be able to do anything remotely close to stop what Trey Young did tonight?
Nah,
But
listen,
we
Hey,
didn't get
don't even
beat
but
ask
by
me,
Trey
bro. I'm the
Young.
but
first nigga to
Rose,
tell you
hold
that
on,
he's
hold on, hold
not
on,
gonna do
hold
that.
on,
We got
hold on.
beat by the whole
Rose,
team.
Rose, I was told that the point of attack stuff was overrated. And I don't think the
Who
point of
told
it.
you the point of attack stuff was overrated?
That's what
I
I
want that.
heard, bro. That's what I heard.
I need to speak to that person immediately.
Every morning I wake up and I scroll through my Twitter. I'm in bed and I'm like rolling out of bed. I'm seeing some POA tweet and that POA was overrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but what do
Okay,
I know?
well, Urkel,
But
Urkel,
what do I know?
did nobody remember what happened in the Toronto game? Just just forget about the fact that they actually won the game and that Steph got hurt. Did anybody actually remember what happened in the Toronto game?
Quickly fried pods off the dribble, created
So
space,
okay, so
cracked the
exactly. So
defense.
if y'all made Emmanuel quickly look like the second coming of Allen Iverson, what did you think was going to happen tonight? That
Well,
he
I
should have
think
Listen,
that's a
warned y'all what
coaching
was going
thing.
to happen.
That is
listen,
a
bro. I'm
coaching
not the
thing. That is
first.
a
I'm not the
coaching
nigga
thing.
that's gonna come here and defend Pods. That nigga can't defend. I've already said that. His
No, but
best
it's
asset.
it's it's not a pods thing though, right?
It was a
Like it's
pods
It's
not
thing.
not.
just a
It
pods thing.
was a
I
pods
already
thing.
said I'm not disrespecting Pods at all. But I'm just saying
Yeah.
that whoever said that they actually had a game plan tonight, I just cringe
No, but
because
No,
it's
there's
but
no
that
like
way
was
you
the
can
game
believe.
plan, Rose.
There's no way I can
I don't
believe.
want to hold on. I don't want to turn this into a Pods thing, right? Pods is a hell of a player, I think. But when he did 19.84, right? But when you're going to be out there and the defense is just going to get collapsed like that, like it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like Trey Young is a hell of a player, right? So, but that is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a problem. And you can rotate and trap the box and all of this stuff, but end of the day, when you start to run into these better teams and
Just smarter players. Just
eh, bro, I understand the rotating stuff and all of that, but bro, OKC does not let people touch the paint. This is why they're so good. This is why they're so good. Um,
they
and their
had like eight
defense looks like.
POAs.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So they have a bunch of guys that can switch out and they just create havoc when you're on the ball constantly. Like they put a lot of pressure on the ball. And to be honest with you, 90% of the NBA, that's kind of how they start their offense, right? So when you don't have that, and then you're just rotating, and then you're running a split action at the other end on offense, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
We also need to
So
hold Steve Kerr.
Did
Steve
they
Kerr
hold
sucks
on?
at
Did
his
they take
job.
any advantage of Trey Young on defense tonight? Did they ever take advantage of him?
They
No,
attempted to, I
none.
No,
guess.
No,
None.
they
no,
didn't make no attempt. Stop that shit.
bro.
I saw
Bro,
post.
They did
Kaminga
I
none.
saw
had
They made no
post.
Trey
attempt
Young.
to
No, no,
take
no.
advantage
Listen,
of.
Listen,
listen.
and picked up his goddamn dribble,
I
They
saw
made no.
posts
Yeah,
five
just
or six different
Kaminga
times.
had Trey Young
Trey Young
on the
called for the
post.
switch on post in the corner, and they didn't do shit about it, bro. Trey Young said, "No, don't put me in a pick and roll. I want to guard the 7-footer in the corner," and we didn't do shit about it, bro. We took a contested mid range jumper, not anybody on. I don't know who it was, but we said, "Oh yeah, bro, let's settle for the mid range jumper."
bro. I
I
feel like,
don't understand. You know what? I have to put a certain amount of blame on Steve Kerr. Was Pod's good tonight? Yes, but when we let Atlanta score 40 in the fucking first quarter, you have to make it. Even if GP2 can't handle the ball as well as Pods, he can't make as well of a good pass. You cannot have Pods on the floor no more. He can't be guarding that nigga. It just
Yeah,
can't happen.
honestly,
I
it's hard
disagree
to
with
even
that. I
really
disagree
blame
with that.
Pods because I don't
I
even.
disagree with that. You can't say that you don't want to have Pods on the court. He was the only one bringing it on the offensive end. What you do is that you take him off Trey Young. Have like maybe Moses Moody. At some point Jimmy Butler was
so
even
what's the
guarding Trey
combination
Young.
then?
You know what the
What's the
combination was?
combination
You
you
know,
put out there?
Uncle, I'll tell you what the combination was. It was the
Jimmy Butler
five
was
guys
guarding
that
Trey Young.
finished the game. The five guys that
Yeah,
finished the game.
exactly.
That was the
Yeah, the five guys
combination.
that finished the
But
game.
you
But
know,
Jimmy
if
I
I
Butler
can
was
don't
say,
guarding
think
Trey
I
Young.
don't think I don't think y'all are really understanding what's going on. Trey Young is calling whoever is in that Pods pick and roll, whoever has Pods on them. Pods is literally saying, "Yes, bro, I'm going to," because Pods has fucking pride. He steps up, guard Trey Young. Trey Young blows by him, creates some offense. He kicks out to somebody in the corner and they hit a three, or he throws up a lob, or he floats. I don't think y'all watch the game because
This is
if you
true.
watch the game, you clearly would see that
Trey Young
you
hunted
would
him
see
tonight.
whoever Pods was guarding, they would get brought up into the pick and roll, and he would just fry that nigga.
Trey Young
I
hunted
don't
him.
know what y'all were watching.
But
Was
my
Pods good
biggest
that
on
happens.
problem.
That
offense?
They
happens.
they
Yes,
tried to
it
take him
That
didn't
off.
happens
They
when
tried
matter.
you
to take
switch
It
him off
didn't
of
matter
defense.
if
him.
he
You
was good on
reject the
offense because
screen.
he would get fried on defense. He would give back the points back anyway. It didn't matter.
No. That happens in almost every NBA game.
No, bro.
Defenders players
No, it
that cannot
doesn't.
defend
Man,
get put
stop
on.
No,
it.
it doesn't.
Stop
Listen,
it.
Look,
Man,
that happens in
I
most
feel
I,
like
NBA
we
games.
arguing about the
Teams,
wrong thing.
look. We're not gonna sit here.
usually.
I don't really want to sit here and slander
Can I say
Pods right
something?
now.
Can
You
I
get
say
what I'm
something?
saying?
Let me say something quickly.
All right.
That happens in most NBA games. Teams always
Hold
force
on.
mismatch,
Hold
but
on.
you have to
Pods.
reject the screen. You
No,
have to
hold
reject the
on.
screen.
I don't
That's
want
what the
y'all to
Warriors
sit
do. You don't
here.
reject screens.
Hold
You don't
on.
switch everything. We can't be switching everything when you have defenders on the court that cannot defend.
I don't
Stop
want y'all
switching
to sit
everything.
here. Are y'all hearing me? I
Yeah,
don't want y'all to sit here and pretend and just bash Pods and Pods. Fuck Pods. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Pods had a pretty good game tonight. However, when you're going to have a guy like that, and Trey Young, it's not like say Trey Young is a dude where he just beats you on just like straight line speed. That's not what it is, bro. Like that man is beating you. He's crafty, bro. He's shifty. Stop and go, zigzag, zigzag, stop and go. Next thing you know, he's doing a bumper car shit, and then you're bumping into him, right? Like I seen him catch posts on a switch, right? Went by him, bumper car, foul, right? So that's the type of thing that he does, right? So you need like a couple of GP2s out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but
I
then
don't even
then you
blame
run,
Pods.
Eric, I got a question.
yeah.
This is my biggest thing, and I think like I'm trying to find an answer to this. We like no, we're arguing about okay, like who got fried, who got beat. I feel like that's the wrong aspect of this game. We should even be focusing on because do you see what we did towards the end? We lost the first quarter by 17 points.
Hmm.
We're talking about oh Pods got fried, Pods got no. We kept that game close and we battled in that game second, third, and fourth quarter. We lost this game entirely because we lost the first quarter by 17 goddamn points. It doesn't matter what Pods did throughout the game. It doesn't matter if Trey Young is fucking crafty. We lost the first quarter by 17 points.
But it does
But
matter.
Yeah,
it does
Next
matter.
game,
But
but
it
that's
does
why
What
they
matter.
put it at
no,
do you
first
I
mean it
quarter
doesn't
instead
understand.
of
matter?
betting.
No, I'm
But
But
saying
it
but
like
does
that's
matter.
of
that's why I
course
don't
it
understand
matters.
about
It
the sports
matters.
You're
betting.
telling me it matters, and
No,
then you throw out a bunch of stats, and then you're like, it doesn't matter.
no,
No,
We
no,
lost
it
this
no,
does
game in the
matter.
no.
fourth
I'm
quarter.
That
saying
That's
shit
why
like
we
matter,
lost
gang.
this
what
game. We
I
lost
mean
this game
like
in the fourth
it
quarter. It
matters
has
of
nothing to
course
do
in
with
a game we're trying to win.
Potenski.
But I'm saying if we don't lose a first
Exactly. If we
quarter
don't lose that
by
fourth quarter,
17
we
points,
probably win this game.
No,
But it
but hold on,
matters.
hold on.
Can
But
I tell
There's
you what?
what game's
cause.
winnable?
Hold up. There's cause, and then there is effect, right? Why did they score so many points? Because, bro, there was just multiple breakdowns, and it wasn't just pods, bro. It was like everybody, right? So
But offense starts.
here's the thing, right? Like, so there was a point where I seen Draymond, you know, and I said this all the time, bro. You see when Draymond has to play single mom, right? Now, what is single mom, right? You ever been in a house with a single mom before? She goes to work, you know what I'm saying? She goes to work,
She has
she
to do
comes
everything.
home, she got to do everything. She tells you to take the fucking chicken out, thaw the chicken. Your dumbass is playing fucking PS5 and you don't thaw the fucking chicken out, right? Thaw the fucking chicken out. That's the least you could do, bro. Your mom's gonna come home. She's gonna cook. She's in the backyard. You got a dog. She's picking up the dog shit, right? Then she has to go to her second job, right? After she does all of that, right? She's rolling out of the house and she's fucking tired. So now Draymond is up top and he's over helping now. Now he's stepping up and now he has to be in there. Now he has to be in there and he's helping on Trey Young.
Yeah, what? Yeah, he's helping on Trey Young, and then all of a sudden that has a cascading effect. Suddenly he has to be leaving
There
Okongwu.
you
He has
go.
to leave
There you go.
Okongwu, bro. He has to
There
leave
you go.
Okongwu, and then
Yeah,
There
Okongwu
But
you
so
scores
that's
in the
go.
fucking
exactly
so
my
thing.
yeah, so that's the
point.
problem.
That is
That's the
exactly
problem
my
there.
point.
Not
GP2 should have
Potenski.
been in the game earlier because I
Yeah.
don't care what Pods is giving you on the offensive end. It gets fucking negated when Trey Young is enter, exiting the first quarter with 12-6. I don't care what he gave you on the offense. When he's exiting the first quarter with 12-6, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
man.
nasty.
Dust.
I'm
GP2
sorry,
has
but
It's
also
fried.
this
been
is a bit
really
too
good
much. I'm sorry, but
offensively
this is
as
not
well.
the
It's
way the
fried.
conversation should be going.
No,
I feel like you don't like
this is the
Potenski.
way he
That's
should
why
be
you're
going. I'm not
saying
gonna
this.
lie because look, right? I'm like Pods. It is a chain reaction. I'm not gonna sit here and slander Pods today. It was a team effort as to why we lost, but like it
Exactly. I don't know
started.
why we are singling out Potenski.
It is, but it started with Trey Young just getting whatever he wanted, and even
Exactly
with
my
the first
point.
quarter, even with the shitty first quarter that we had, we were still in the game, and we made a bunch of funny little comebacks, and then we lost it, and we made a funny little
The
comeback,
thing
and we
is that
lost
we
it.
dug a
We made a
hole too
funny little
deep for us to
comeback, and
come back.
we did that shit a
There was no
couple
way we're
times.
coming back from that hole.
Again,
Hold on,
it's not
we
all
took
on
the
Trey
lead.
Young, but it starts with him.
Exactly.
When people listen, bro, listen. At the end of the day, a lot of this shit comes down to chemistry and trust. When people don't trust you to stay in front of your man, and then they help, and then oh shit, I just helped, so now somebody has to go run out to the 3-point line. That guy kicks it to the next open man. That guy kicks it
But
to the
why are
next
you
open man.
overhelping? Why
Somebody is
are you
going to get an
overhelping in
open
the
shot,
first place?
What do you
Why are
regardless
you
mean?
of what
Why are
they're
we
overhelping?
doing.
overhelping? We're giving up straight line drives to Trey
Exactly
fucking
my
Young.
point. What
The thing
is
is that
so
thing
we
is if
either
you keep
have to give up.
overhelping, you're gonna leave up the 3-point line. That's why
Hold on.
George Niang
But
was
dog,
So
what
we
did
shooting
have two
threes all the
options,
time.
right? It's either we die to Trey Young or we die to a role player. Who do you want to die to?
Why
We
don't
died
you
to
not
Niang
die to
today. That's what killed us
anybody?
today, man. Like Niang
again?
But
that killed
nah,
us
but
today,
that's
not Trey
those
That's
are
Young.
not
the two.
possible in the
Those are
game.
the only two options we got because we're
Listen,
It was
getting
Niang that
killed.
killed us today, not Trey Young. What are we
listen.
talking
Again,
about?
I
It was
told you in
Niang
the
that killed
first
us. It was the
quarter.
role players that killed us today.
In the
You
first
either
The role
quarter
die
players
to
that
Trey
killed
alone.
us
Young
today,
or
not
you
Trey
die to
Young.
role players, bro. Either
It
Trey
was the role
Young,
players that killed us today, not
either
Trey
Trey
Young.
Young get
That's
a
the
straight
problem.
line drive to the rim every possession and eat good, or we overhelp and we let other players shoot shots and get open drives to the rim and get fouls and shit like that. And that's what happened tonight. We had
Nerdy,
to
Yeah,
overhelp.
nerdy dream.
yeah,
Wait.
we let
Nerdy
the role
dream. Let me
players.
tell you again. Trey Young had 12 points and 6 assists in the first quarter, not first half. My bad.
He
First
scored a point
quarter.
per minute.
We tried it two different ways. We said, okay, just gonna let Paz die. He goes out there, gets fried. 12 points. We said, okay, well, I guess we gotta help. Draymond has to go over there and help. He has to do the single mom shit. Oh, pass the bounce pass to Okongwu. Kick out to Okongwu. Kick out to George Niang. And then everybody starts getting practice shots because Well, Pod just got
Trey
fried,
Young got
fried
8
for
points in
12
the fourth
points
quarter, not
with his
4.
eyes
Let's
closed.
not oversell
Trey
it.
Young just
Let's not
dropped
oversell
12
it.
points with his eyes closed.
You get
He
what I'm
had
saying?
8 points. He had 8 points in the fourth
But you know
quarter, not
what? I
12.
don't even blame Pods that bad
Let's
because
not stop
I don't. I
overselling what
think
you're
Pods.
it's a
saying.
coaching thing. Put
Yes,
Moody on him.
exactly.
Put GP2 on
Yes,
him. Why is Pods on Trey
exactly,
Young?
exactly. Because
The thing is,
I never regarded Paz as a POA player anyway. Like he's a good defender, he can be pesky sometimes, and that's good, and I love Paz for that.
did you
But
guys
he's
see the
not the
second
nigga you
quarter?
put on Trey
Jimmy,
Young, nigga. You put GP2 on Trey Young from the beginning of the game. Like you start the game with GP2 on Trey Young or Moses Moody on Trey Young. You don't start the fucking game with Pods on Trey Young.
So
It
hold
just
on,
doesn't work like
GG,
that.
GG, but Steph is not there. Okay, um, Steph is not there. I think Paz is the best overall player that you can put out there because he is a better offensive player than GP2 is, right? He's making shots, he puts the ball on the floor, he makes decisions, right? That's not what the problem is. The problem is that, you know, it's a matchup thing, man. And
I don't mind him being on the floor. I need
yeah.
him to guard, and he can't do that.
But
That's the
but
problem.
Urkel, at some point, do we again? At some
So
point, do
do
we
we
say,
switch that
okay,
matchup? So say you put Moody on
he,
him. Does it make it?
Yeah, but you were supposed to switch that
yes, it
matchup
does. It
very
does.
early. But that's coaching though. Like coaching is supposed to like
I'm gonna be honest
understand. The
with you,
coaching staff is supposed to
dead
understand
ass.
that.
I think, I think, I think Trey Young fries Moses Moody too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he
I
absolutely
mean,
on the
does.
quick,
He
I
yeah,
don't know
that's
about
absolutely
that.
that's the
no
funny thing.
fucking
Trey
does.
Young was frying everybody on the court. I
Yeah.
don't know what everyone is talking about Podzinski.
my
He was
question
frying
is,
everybody on the court.
why
Jimmy
are we
Butler was
Nice
open. He
scoring?
was
everybody
frying
on the
Jimmy
court,
Butler.
bro. Nice
He was
everybody.
My
I
he was
guess he was.
frying
I
Jimmy
guess
Butler as well.
like.
Jimmy Butler got him in the
Do you
second
know what
quarter.
the
He
difference
was frying
is?
Jimmy
Do
Butler.
you know what the difference
He was
is?
frying Quinton
You know, I
Post.
was watching the
Let me
Quinton
play.
nerdy.
Post was
Let
When
me
open
tell
and he
Pods
you
was
what
put
the
Steph,
frying
difference
him.
is. Let me tell you what the difference is.
Why
Not
are we talking about
once.
one player?
Let me tell you, bro. Not once did he when Trey Young had pods on him that he was like, "Hey man, I gotta get the screen off and we gotta get a switch." Not once. Not once. But every time he had a Jimmy Butler on him, every time he had a Moody on him, man, you gotta come and set this big body because this nigga gonna be a pest. Every time he had pods, he would take the ISO. He would maybe he might come off the screen, but every time he had pods on him, man, that's food. Licking his lips because he know that's a dime to
he
somebody.
took an
It's a free layup
ISO every
or a free
time.
three. Every time.
You
Every
know, I was
time. Don't
watching a
talk. Well, he was
specific
trying.
play.
No, he had to call for screens. There were screens. There were hard hitting screens. There were. Oh well, we have to navigate the screen. We have to switch. No, but when it was pods, oh man, that's free eats.
But if you
Bro.
check
Let me
it,
go.
At
Let
this
me go
point,
have my
I
lunch.
think you're just witch hunting.
Let
You
me
are witch
ask y'all
hunting
this
for this.
question,
It's
right?
obvious. It's
yeah,
obvious, man.
Let me ask y'all this question. So if this might not, you know, translate, but trust me on this, it does. Steph Curry wasn't out there. Okay, I am watching these dudes walk the ball up the court. Right, there is not a ton of spacing out there. I seen somebody post something with JK. JK, and you know they left JK open, and JK passed the ball to Draymond, and it was like three people not being guarded. You know what I'm saying? Now JK could take that mid range jumper, but do you want him taking the mid range jumper or what,
Dude, teams
it's
will
gonna get kind of
gladly concede
nasty.
the mid range jumper. I would tell
bro?
you that right now, guys. They will gladly concede that. They don't
Let
give
me
a
be honest
flying
with
fuck
you,
if he
bro.
makes even 10 of them.
Do you know why we're as successful as we are? You know, because Steph Curry is the greatest playmaking hub in the history of basketball. Okay, he can allow non-shooters to be effective on the court to play defense. Right? Steph Curry is the greatest carrier of men ever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we won a chip with Dre and Looney in the starting
You
five.
know, like
Like,
how You know, like how they used to say, like, oh, the Dodge Caravan, the greatest minivan, JD Power and Associates, greatest minivan, blah, 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 blah. Steph is the greatest carrier of individuals ever because you might as well give Steph the greatest carrier of individuals, JD Power and Associates ever, right? Because that's what he does, bro. Because I'm just looking at this team and I'm like, yeah, they look fucking terrible on offense because they don't got no spacing. And then this is the type of thing that you run into when you're out there. You know what I'm saying? So um, that was a function of why we look the way that we look, because when Steph is out there, he forces the defense to rotate. So when the defense rotates and they're chasing him around and they're doing all of this stuff, guess what? They have no legs to go and shoot what they shot from 3-point line tonight, right? When George Niang is over there chasing and doing this and doing that, you think he has
He
the
wouldn't even been on
energy?
the floor. He
That's what
wouldn't
I'm
even have been on
saying,
the
bro.
floor tonight.
So sure, we looked awful tonight, and maybe we just need to just chalk it up to, we came out flat and Steph Curry didn't play.
Thank you.
Well, here's another thing. You gotta actually learn from your lessons. Like, you can't let this shit happen again for another game of this road trip. Like, this is
I mean,
already technically 2 games with bad POA defense, Oracle.
yeah.
Like, you can,
Yeah.
yes, the Raptors game you won, but like it should have never came to that situation in the first place, right? And you got reminded tonight of what would happen, like, if guys actually were starting to make shots on the other